My Mount Rushmore of comedians is probably, that's 5, right? Only allowed 4.
And how about we set ground rules? You can't say Richard Pryor or George Carlin because that's on everyone's top 4.
I don't know if it is for me.
Okay, well.
Yeah. I think Carlin's more interesting than super funny. Like, you get to the end and you're like, that was really interesting to listen to. I don't know that I've really seen Pryor. All I know about Pryor is he used to get banged by Marlon Brando.
Catch episode 1, Banging Brando, here on YouTube.
He had an affair with him, which is so gay. So, my Mount Rushmore of comedians, Ricky Gervais, Louis C.K. I mean, I'm probably throwing Shane Gillis in there right now. He's that good. Man, the 4th is a tough spot for me. I'd have to go Jim Jeffries. Like,
Okay.
he's part of why I do stand up. Like, he was, like, his early stuff was so, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't think I was going to do stand up for a living. Like, I didn't think that'd be my life. And when I think I was 21 or I was 19 or something, and I went to Scotland to the Fringe Festival, which is this huge comedy festival in all of Scotland.
Edinburgh.
In all of Edinburgh. And I was there and I was by myself. And of course I met an Australian guy because Australians are everywhere except Australia. And I go into this pub and the guy's like, I'm like, oh, where is the festival? Like, thinking there's a couple of stages. Oh, it's everywhere, man. It's here in the back. We've got a stage back here tonight. And I go, all right, you're fucking with me because I'm not from here. I said, no, bro, it's fucking everywhere. We've got stages all over the place, fucking 180 different fucking things. And I'm like, really? And there's stand-up everywhere. And I know, so we go to like the main, where there's a few bigger stages, and this Aussie guy and I went to go see actually Bo Burnham. Sold out. So he goes, oh, let's see this Jim Jeffries guy. He's Australian, he's really funny. Never heard of him. And at that point, Jim Gaffigan was my first love of stand-up. I used to listen to I had this shit downloaded in audio. But so you go in, and one of the first jokes Jim does is he goes, hey, lesbians, if you hate men so much, why don't you stop trying so hard to look like them? And
that was his opener.
That was his maybe 3rd joke. I see 6 Subaru drivers get up and leave, literal short-haired lesbians, and I'm like, this is my guy, dude. And then I've seen him 3 or 4 different times. Met him once at a bar, asked him a question about this bit he did. I don't know how far to go into it, but he had this one bit he did it when I was in Palm Springs, and I'd never seen him do it in a special or anything. So I asked him yo, what happened with this bit? And it was about this his friend who had triplets and one of them dying, and he's like, oh yeah, family didn't like that so much. So because I've always thought his stories feel real. I like real stories. I like when I find out a comedian tells a story that didn't happen. I'm always a little bit oh, that's kind of a bummer. With him, I always felt like these stories really did happen, and so to get that confirmation was very cool. But Jim Jeffries, I mean, the honorable mentions then would be Jim Gaffigan. For me, was just his old. It was top, and then Chappelle. Yeah.
Nice. My top 4, Rushmore. Patrice O'Neal's my number 1. I think he had the most seamless.
Way to get me, make me look racist.
Yeah.
You're older than me though. It's different timelines.
Different time. It was 2011.
It's different timelines. Okay.
No, I think he had the most seamless transition between crowd work and written material, and you really couldn't tell.
Yeah, and crowd work was not a thing then.
Was not a thing, and
Yeah.
he would. And the crazy thing is, everything that's popular now, he would have been better than everyone. He would have been better at podcasting.
Yeah.
He would have been better at crowd work. He would have been better, just because he has this unreleased special called Mr. P, where it's just him at the DC Improv, and it's just audio. Dude, he's talking with people, and he's like, all right, this lady's eating her chicken fingers really loud. He's like, come on, baby, just eat them chicken fingers. The whole thing going back and forth. Goes to this dude, he goes, hey, man, what's your name? And the guy goes, Tolu. He goes, Tolu? What are you, a toe and a hula hoop, motherfucker? Not Tolu. You with a Ralph, a Brian, and a Jimmy, and they got to talk to your black ass with Tolu. I mean, he just goes, and he does.
I think he's more racist now for doing a black accent.
That's my Patrice impression. But it's an incredible album.
I've heard for a lot of people he's the number 1. I haven't watched much of it, so I would love to.
He's fantastic.
I bet I'd like him a lot.
He's fantastic.
He's incredible.
And there's he has a special called Elephant in the Room.
Was he the elephant?
He was the elephant. It was like he did it on purpose. Like he's like, I'm gonna call Elephant in the Room because I'm a fat guy. But he did the Comedy Central Hour. and then he died right after that. But then he had this unreleased album they put out, and then there's like video on YouTube of him just upstairs at the Comedy Store.
Dying in your prime is kind of sick. Like there is an element as a comic. Like the thing is you never have a decline.
Fuck
like
that.
you die in your. I would rather he was alive and we got to see his stand up. But like Bruce Lee, prime.
You don't see him fall off.
Like you never see a fall off. You never wonder. Like they never come down. Bob Marley, prime. Like these people who die in their prime, there's something so elegant about a way to finish it. I would love to fake die once, just to see what people say. It's a horrific
And
thing
everyone
to
goes,
think.
God, thank God.
Just go, yeah, and you just find out,
He
like,
wore out his
dude,
welcome.
that guy sucked.
Jesus.
And finally, can we say his stand-up was terrible? He was a prick. He all he did was talk about his pool problems.
Just kept talking
It was
about his fucking
completely
pool.
unrelatable. I hated this fucking
prick.
good riddance.
Can you fucking die already?
Just go to your own funeral and it's horrific. Everybody's just the only mean dude. Like murderers will die and people are like he was such a good boy. He only stabbed 3 people. But his heart was made of gold. So, well,
are they pissing on
unfortunately,
my
the people
grave?
whose hearts he stabbed were not made of gold. They were made of hurt. Anyway, Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice O'Neal, yeah. So I think, yeah, the most seamless, and I think you could tell like those were his real opinions. Like he wasn't fucking around. Doug Stanhope, I still think he's one of those comics. Like, I think he's probably the best living comic that doesn't get enough respect because it's like you see some people doing huge venues and he still does clubs, which is wild. He's been crushing it for 25 years.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Patrice, Doug Stanhope, Louis C.K. I think is still one of the best
so
ever.
Good.
Have you seen his
So
Good Will
good.
Hunting bit?
It's one of the best bits ever.
I rarely get jealous, but I'm like, how the fuck did I not think of that?
Yeah. It's so good.
It's so good.
His I love the Boy Scouts. Who else wants to take your
take
shitty
it,
kids, but a dude who wants to bang them?
And number 4, ooh,
Yeah, 4 is hard.
yeah, either Chris Rock or Chappelle. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
See, I'm feeling offended because I picked an English and an Australian guy, and here you are just picking Americans.
I can't
Very
really think of any.
offensive.
I mean, not that I dislike any English or Australian
English
comics.
English comics don't make it to America because the humor is different enough. You've literally basically got Ricky and Jimmy Kerr that have really made it.
Right.
I'm not saying there aren't. There's a lot of great English comedians, a lot of great Scottish. There's this guy
Yeah.
Kevin something. This Scottish comedian is great, but Americans literally can't understand him. He's got like a real proper like thick one down here,
Right.
and she's like, "Oh, the other's a joke," and Americans are like, "I don't know what you're saying, dude."
Yeah. I mean, there's Eddie Izzard, Craig Ferguson. I mean, there's comics from over there.
Eddie
that are-
Izzard had a great bit about the Star War, about the Death Star. Did you ever see that? About the cafeteria at the Death Star. He said, "Do they have a cafeteria? I'll get the penny all'arrabbiata." Like, and he goes through this whole bit. That somebody animated it like with Legos, and it's
Oh,
really funny.
I haven't seen
It's
that one.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. See, Chris Rock or Chappelle. I'll actually. Oh shit, or Cat Williams. Fuck. One of those 3. I'll just say Chappelle, but honorable mention. You know, if it could be interchangeable with any of those 3 are all killers.
Yeah, fair play. Well, that's a good ending point. The Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore will be Ian Stanley, Chris Sharma, and then 2 other cunts. Chris
Nice.
Brooks, my other buddy, who he needs to make it, man. He's so funny, and he just doesn't do stand up.
Oh, he's never done stand-up?
No, he does. My buddy who opened for my special.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking hilarious. He's just super funny, but he just keeps doing mortgages. I know I'm fun, but I'm just gonna keep doing mortgages.
Yeah, go up at night. Go up at
He's
night,
got.
Brooks.
I know. He needs somebody to push him. That someone is me. Fuck you, Brooks, if you're watching this.
Into the green pool.
Full of algae. All right, thanks, guys. Come back next time. Stay hard. Fuck you.